Good afternoon. Today I'm going to talk about the central regulation of the function of internal structures in our body. There are certain phenomena that occur in our bodies without our control. These phenomena are like eating, respiration, heart rate, contraction of the urinary bladder, things like sleeping, repetitive behaviors like eating, sexual behaviors. These phenomena occur without our control. It is our bodies that is the one controlling them. They are controlled in our brain. Contraction of the urinary bladder, for example, is regulated in the spinal cord. Breathing, heart rate, blood pressure are regulated in medullary oblongata. Eating, sexual behavior, emotions are regulated in the hypothalamus and the limbic system. Before we talk about the details of how these are done, let us take a look of an anatomical consideration of the hypothalamus. Now, when you look, this one is a sagittal section, and you view it laterally. Supposing this is the half view of the brain, then this you have no cranium. The bony part is not there. It is the brain. Then this would be what they call the midbrain. And this would be what they call pons. And this would be what they call reticulum formation. And this would be what they call medulla oblongata. Just like that. This one here is a gland called pituitary gland. And the one we are going to talk about is here is hypothalamus. And up here is the thalamus itself. Thalamus is a Greek word meaning chamber. It means chamber. This one here is a part, it's called, it's a part of the limbic system. When we take this hypothalamus here, we take it out here, we are going to have hypothalamus and pituitary gland together. You are going to have a group of nuclei. The hypothalamus is composed of a group of cell bodies, centers. And when I say centers, it is not just a center, a marketing center. A center here in anatomy, especially in brain, means a specialized group of cells. The hypothalamus contains 9 groups of cells. I can mention some of them. You have supra-optic nucleus. You have pre-optic nucleus. You have periventricular nucleus. And you have suprachiasmatic nucleus, and you have these arcuate nucleus. And just to mention a few of them. So the hypothalamus has a lot of functions. One of the most important functions is the regulation of our body temperature. Imagine if the environmental temperature rises up, you are going to feel hot. And this hotness, heat, will be felt in our skin. And the hypothalamus will react immediately. And we will give order to sweat glands. And the sweat gland will produce sweat to cool down your skin temperature. And at the same time, if you were standing in the sunshine, you move away from the sun, you go to the shady area. And this is important because too high temperatures in our enzymes, and our enzymes will not function properly in spite of high. Therefore, the temperature of an internal environment, internal medium, should be kept constant in the standard. And it is the function of hypothalamus. The anterior part of the hypothalamus senses heat, whereas the posterior part of the hypothalamus senses cold. That is one function of the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus also has endocrine control, and it acts on the pituitary gland, which I have shown here. Here, this gland here, this small one here. The hypothalamus acts on this gland, let us make it bigger, and here, to produce a hormone called oxytocin. And the other hormone is HDS or vasopressin. This one controls the excess fluid in our bodies. It means when you have taken a lot of fluid drink in the cell, it removes this fluid through our urine. And this fluid is also removed from our body through sweating and so on. This is the function of the vasopressin. And it is produced in the posterior pituitary part. And the pituitary gland secretes 6 hormones. And there are other 6 releasing hormones that are produced in hypothalamus, depending on the stimulus. You have HS, okay. You have FSH, ATH, and FLH, growth hormone, and so on. These hormones have particular functions. They come into the thyroid gland, they come into our ovaries, and stimulate function of our sexual desire. And they come to our kidneys, and they act there. This is the prime control of hypothalamus. The hypothalamus also regulates our eating behavior. Why do we eat? And why don't we stop eating? There are hormones produced in the hypothalamus. The center of in the hypothalamus of brain is called satiety center. This center produces a hormone called leptin, and it tells you this leptin when you are eating. It tells you that now you have taken enough food. we are supposed to stop eating. So the feedback mechanism will be, and you stop automatically eating. And there is also this behavior, certain behaviors like vomiting, sneezing, gagging, sweating. All these are controlled in the CNS. And I'm going to talk about some of the issues in our next lecture. Thank you.